Hello, hello, hello. It is December the 4th and it's devotion time. I'm going to start out by reading Isaiah 40, verse 31, and it reads, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." My topic today is the waiting room. It's the waiting room. Several weeks ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I was at the doctor's office and my appointment was at 2:15. So I got there at 2 o'clock because they asked you to get there, 15 minutes early. So I got there, got signed in, and they called me right back immediately. So I went in and had to do some things. And then when I changed into my gown and I sat there and I waited, it's 2:30. Now it's 2:45. Now it's 3 o'clock. So I peeked my head out the door and I was like, "Hey, did you guys forget me?" And she was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. The doctor is running behind. We have not forgotten you." Now remember, no one came in and said anything to me. So I was like, okay. So around 3:15, 3:20ish, I'm gonna say about 3:20ish, the doctor, she walked in. And when I tell you, she is like the best of the best. So that was one of the reasons why I waited so long, because I know some of you are like, "I wouldn't wait on a doctor that long." If your doctor is really good, have, great bedside manners, take up time with you, ask those probing questions, and listen, that's essential, to have a really good doctor. And like I said, her bedside manners are just, it's just great. She's awesome. And her medical knowledge is just impeccable. And so I didn't mind waiting for her. It took a little bit longer than it would normally take, but it was so worth it. So and it just got me to thinking, if I can wait on a human like I did, why can't I wait on God when I feel like I'm being delayed? And I know I'm not the only one who's feeling like that. You may feel like you're in the waiting room. It's been some time. You're like, "Lord, when is it going to be my turn, God? I just been waiting. I've been doing everything I need to do. God, when are you going to just let me skip? When you just going to let me be next? When is my time?" And I know this is a difficult time when we're just waiting, but we're just not sitting there waiting, because while we're waiting, we're still praying, we're still working, we're still doing the things that needs to be done. It's just the wait, the process, the wait. You're like, "Lord, when are my finances going to change? When will I ever get promoted? When am I going to meet my one? When am I going to meet my one, God? When? When is this loan application going to go through for my home? I've been waiting on some things, God. When is my health going to turn around? When, God, when? So that waiting room, we all have to sit in it. We all have to sit in it. No one just gets to go straight to the front of the line. We all have our moments where we have to wait, so I came with some handy key points here just to keep myself on track. So I just want to give some talking points about waiting and why it's important that we go through this process. So number one, and we hear this all the time, we don't like to hear it, but it's true. God's timing is perfect. God sees the bigger picture and knows what's best for us. Waiting on Him allows events to unfold in His perfect timing. This ensures that we receive what aligns with His purpose for our lives, not just what we want in the moment. Because sometimes what we want isn't right for us. It's just not right for us. When you think about past relationships that you just wanted to be in so bad, and now you look back, you're like, that wasn't for me. When you think about a job that came available and you didn't get it, and when you look back on it, the time wasn't ready for me. You know, um, you probably had already saved up your money for your home, and you thought you was ready to go to the next level with that. No, it just wasn't your timing. It's not your timing. We don't want to get ahead of the timing because that would throw everything off. Okay. Number 2, builds faith and patience. Waiting builds faith and patience. Waiting on God strengthens our trust in Him and teaches us to rely on His promises. Patience is a fruit of the Spirit, and through waiting, we grow spiritually and learn to rest in His plans rather than our own. And that is so true. When we just really rely and focus on the promises of God, we can know that we know that we know that when it happens, it's going to flow when it's ready. Everything is in its perfect timing. Everything will align out, like it should. I always look back on when me and my husband, purchased our last home. It was the very last home available in phase 2. Now, let me tell you, I don't know the last time I had written a check and they said we had to have a check. Y'all, I promise you, when I looked in my purse, I had one check available. And like I said, I'm not one to write checks, but this checkbook had been in there for a while and it just had that one check in there. And I always think back to that. I want to say it's like 12, 13 years ago since we've been here, but yeah, I always think back to that and I'm like, God, that was you working behind the scenes. That was you working behind the scenes. And the crazy part is someone had already signed up for this home. And what happened is that they had a boat and the boat could not be shown in this we're on a cul-de-sac. Well, we sit on the property sits on the end, at the very end of the road. In there you can't have a fence, a wooden fence. Anyway, you can have the bar fences, and there was no fence there. And if he was to put a fence up, you will be able to see the boat. So that did not work out. The deal went flat, and so it just aligned. When we heard that story, we was like, wow, this is for us. So everything will align the way that it should. Number 3, blessings beyond expectations. When we wait on God, the outcome is often greater than what we could have imagined or achieved on our own. His plans are for our good, and He often blesses us in the ways that exceeds our understanding or expectations. This is so true. God is always going to go above and beyond. It's going to exceed what you thought it was going to be. So wait, patiently wait. Don't wait with an attitude. Keep your attitude right. Don't wait, grudgingly. Don't have an attitude. Continue to work, continue to serve, continue to be kind to other people. Make yourself available to God. Always, yes, God, yes, God, yes to your will, yes to your way. As you wait, waiting, again, waiting can be challenging, but it's so necessary. It's necessary for our growth and for our development. So I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the waiting room? Are any of you in the waiting room? What are you waiting on? How are you waiting? Are you, waiting and just saying, God, I know it's going to happen no matter what it may look like. I know it's going to happen for me, God. I bless your name as I wait. Are you praising while you wait? Are you worshiping while you wait? Are you giving while you wait? You know, check yourself, check yourself, check yourself. The waiting room. We don't like it, but it's necessary, okay? So until next time, continue to grow and glow. Take care.